Day 112 of 365 days of meditation. Um, Interesting one today, I guess, in that I did it yesterday. Uh, it wasn't intentional, but I just completely forgot to record the video yesterday. I got up 5 a.m., meditated for about 50 minutes, and not much to report other than, again, it goes by really quick in the morning. I guess because I'm already in a sort of relaxed state. And yeah, other than that, I went from that into some exercise, and I ended up doing a yin yoga class in the evening, and after work, and just got home and sort of forgot about it. In part, I think, because I got on my phone and was looking at YouTube for a little while and just got distracted. That is a habit I would like to break. I would like to take my phone and, if I'm not using it to record these videos, throw it in a lake. But that's another story for another day. I guess it was probably inevitable that at some point I would forget to record a video one day. Maybe there's another habit to adopt or adjust, in that give myself enough time to shoot the video right after I meditate. I did not, so I've actually already done my meditation for day 113, but I'll shoot a separate video for that. But yeah, I guess the learning lesson and the good part about this is, historically I would be very rigid about this sort of thing. If I've taken something on and it didn't quite work out as I envisioned, or I kind of stumble along the way, I would get really frustrated and get really hard on myself. So in the example of this meditation, what I would have done in the past was really got hard on myself, beat myself up for, although I meditated, forgetting to shoot the video. And that might have derailed me. And that rigidity has never served me. It's never been useful. And it sort of spilled over into other areas of my life, and really, because it was followed by a really sort of aggressively negative dialogue, when I did potentially not follow through on something one time, or forget about it, as I did with the video yesterday, recording it, I would have really got hard on myself, and then I probably would have quit. I would have had the mentality that it's not perfect, so forget it, there's no point, I screwed up. And instead of just saying a minor bump in the road and carrying on, and noticing, I've done 112 days of meditation, I would have said, I guess 113 now, because I already meditated this morning, but I've done 112 days of meditation, and that's amazing. Keep going. It's not a big deal that you forgot to record a video and didn't do it till the next morning. I would have wanted to just say F it and quit, because it wasn't perfect. And in its extreme, there's nothing wrong with wanting to do things quote unquote right, or maybe in a certain way, or wanting to be consistent, but being rigid to the point where it causes you mental distress, or interferes with your ability to do the things you want to do in your life, or causes you to be, aggressively negative with yourself when something doesn't go perfectly, because nothing is perfect, is a really, really unproductive and mentally harmful thing, I would say. So, not ideal that I forgot to shoot the video yesterday after the meditation, but I'm shooting it today, and it's pretty great that it didn't derail me, and I'm able to stand here and say that it's not really a big deal. Although I would be lying if I didn't say that in some part of me, in the back of my mind, I'm really uncomfortable about this, and it's actually irritating me a bit. I'm going to try to let that go and move on, and the only way to do it is to do it. So, shooting the video, despite that little unhappy voice in the back of my mind right now. And And then when I'm done this, I'm going to upload the video, and then I'm going to record the next video for day 113, and I just wrapped up that meditation right now. So yeah, that's it. Success, and then I got another early morning meditation in yesterday, 5 a.m. Success in that, even though I forgot to shoot the video, I shot it today instead, and I'm just going to keep plowing forward instead of falling into my own old habit, which would be to, eviscerate myself and say F it and quit because it wasn't perfect. So overriding that need for perfection, which is not at all helpful for my mental health. So a bunch of successes there, and that's what I'm going to focus on. In closing, if you are struggling at all with your mental health, talk to somebody. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Hail Mary on that front either. You talk to the first person that you talk to that, you feel comfortable talking to, and, they might be able to relate to something you're going through. They might know somebody that went through it. They might know somebody they might have potentially, seen a counselor or a therapist before and be able to recommend somebody for you to go talk to. They might be able to recommend a book that you could read that they might find helpful, or a podcast you could listen to. They might not be able to do any of those things. They might just be able to listen. And just that, I know it doesn't sound like a lot. I didn't think it was a lot at the time, but it removes the sense of isolation. And I've said it many times, there's nothing worse than being in a bad state mentally and feeling alone and isolated. It's crippling, especially if your mental health has gotten into a dark place and it's getting worse. So yeah, that's it. And I would also kind of want to touch back on that idea of rigidity and perfectionism and why it can be so damaging, other than, not just that it won't allow you to go forward and cause you to quit potentially when something wasn't done quote unquote perfectly. I have had times in my life where the level of self chastisation, I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm going to use it, was so intense that it was pretty much, I was crippling myself. So if you're at that place, or you're anywhere near that place, talk to someone as well about it. It's not healthy. It's not useful. That's it. Thank you for watching. I hope this was interesting and or useful, and have a great day.